Good afternoon, everyone. At this point, let us discuss the approaches to integration. So there are three approaches to integration. We have multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, and transdisciplinary approaches. So when we talk about multidisciplinary approach, it focuses primarily on the different disciplines. Teachers who employ this approach focuses primarily on the different ways to create a multidisciplinary curriculum, and they tend to differ in the level of intensity of the integration effort. So in this approach, the same concept is learned through multiple viewpoints of more than one discipline. This highlights the diverse perspectives or disciplines unified into one theme or concept. And the previous restructured basic education curriculum is the best depiction of this multidisciplinary approach, whereby the four disciplines such as Araling Panlipunan, Values Education, MAPE, and TLE were integrated along the theme term Makabayan as an integrated subject served as a laboratory of life. Talking about Araling Panlipunan, it focuses on history, geography, politics, economy, society that allows us to develop understanding of the world as we learn about, apart from ours, we learn about other people and their values in different times, places, and conditions. So this enables us to learn from them, and we could even build bridges to people. Next, we have MAPE. It focuses on the holistic development of an individual, and apart from that, it promotes one's cultural identity, as it will bring us back to the time where such culture actually started to boom or flourish. So say for example, sa arts, kung di sana gikan nga PIZ, likewise sa music and PE, it represents what the country is known for. TLE, more on life skills that are essential for us to function effectively and in a day-to-day basis or in a workforce life. And the values education, of course, it enhances our qualities and virtues that make us morally and spiritually upright as we become model individuals in our homes and responsible citizens of the society. When teacher integrates sub-disciplines within a subject area, he or she is practicing interdisciplinary approach. So unlike the previous interdisciplinary approach, where multiple fields and disciplines are integrated into one theme or concept, interdisciplinary approach links the disciplines by emphasizing relationships and connections. Or in other words, these are disciplines that are grounded within the same subject area. For example, one integrates reading, writing, and oral communication in the English subject. Likewise, teachers often integrate Philippine history, world history, geography, economic, and government in an interdisciplinary social studies program. Likewise, science integrates sub-disciplines such as earth science, biology, chemistry, and physics that responds to the spiral curriculum progression or spiral curriculum approach. So when we say spiral curriculum approach, it focuses on the so-called spiral progression whereby it begins from simple to a more complex topics or disciplines. Through this integration, teachers expect students to understand the connection between the different sub-disciplines and their relationship to the real world. In fact, this approach brings a positive impact on the achievement of the students. Next, interdisciplinary approach. In this approach to integration, teachers organize and capsulize the curriculum around common learning disciplines to emphasize interdisciplinary skills and concepts. The disciplines are identifiable, but they assume less importance than in the multidisciplinary approach. For example, in teaching Filipino as a discipline, the teacher hands students language skills while resorting to content and topics in Araling Panlipunan. Therefore, there are times that a teacher in Filipino teams up with the teacher in Araling Panlipunan to teach a lesson in Araling Panlipunan while she teaches the needed skills in the Filipino subjects. So as you can see on the illustration, Filipino and Araling Panlipunan subjects share the same language delivery. So for this instance, while a teacher teaches a lesson in Araling Panlipunan, the skills needed in Filipino subject are handled simultaneously. In addition, in using the interdisciplinary integration approach, there's a need to structure the curriculum around the common learning areas across disciplines. So when we are to employ interdisciplinary approach, we must bear in mind that such subjects could also relate to the other subjects. For example, incorporating interdisciplinary skills such as thinking skills, problem solving, and analytic skills in teaching science, math, and English. The purpose is to learn the skills and concepts that are beyond the intermediate lesson, or in other words, this integration promotes application of learning across boundaries. And the last one, transdisciplinary integration. In the transdisciplinary approach to integration, teachers design a curriculum within the students' needs and concerns. Students develop life skills as they apply disciplinary and interdisciplinary integration, namely project-based learning and negotiating the curriculum. So in this context, specifically in project-based learning, it allows students to present a problem. This also enables students to make connections among different subjects by solving social problems and answering open-ended questions. It can also be done by utilizing students' questions as a basis for curriculum design. So in this type of integration, students' interests and needs are being considered in crafting or in designing curriculum. So with this, learning how to solve problems and to ask questions enables students to apply the skills in real-life situations. So those are the approaches to integration.